Sonic Heroes. What's going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy Mike Waltrade. This is FiguresMOAT, and today we are going to be taking a look at this Target exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog and DC crossover. Power versus Speed Pack is apparently what they are calling this. So at first, when I saw this, I thought that this was from McFarlane, and I was like, "Bro, ain't no way McFarlane's doing Sonic the Hedgehog, right?" Nope. Come to find out, this is from Jax. I've never owned a Jack figure at all, but what literally drove me to get this was that shadow right there. Oh, and I guess Darkseid too. So we're gonna open it up. We're going to take a look at it. Because look at Shadow, man. Like, bro, he's him. You know. Here's the back of the box with a light up illuminations for Shadow and Batman. Okay, that's sick. Funny enough, I just saw this and I ordered it. I say ordered. I ordered it online from Target, and they had 25% off and a $5 coupon. So I got this for low. But we're gonna open it up. We're gonna take a look at it, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts. And here they are, all out of the box, right? And at first look, you would think, oh, this is actually kind of clean. It's hard. It's a good look. Nah, it's not. There's a reason why they're all standing like this, because look what happens if I move just Darkseid. Yeah, that happens. So literally, these figures can't support any kind of weight. Let's start from the beginning, because let's start from where I want it to be. Okay, so we're gonna start with Shadow. First off, Shadow is clean. Okay, let's be real about this. Shadow's clean. The detail is nice. He does look like the ultimate life form. There is some paint chippage and stuff right there. Just make sure, yeah, that's paint chippage. Actually, no, it was just some dust. Okay, cool. And as advertised, it does light up. The bat signal on his chest lights up. And for him to be representing a crossover with Bruce Wayne, you got doggone right it better. The arms, they are, everything about this feels so flimsy. I like Shadow. I'm not like a huge freaking Sonic fan, but the ultimate life form, he's him. But the legs, they're so flimsy. The detail on his shoes are dope. Like his boots. You ever see Shadow, skating around, do. Yeah, Sonic Adventure 2, goated. Um, but aesthetically, it looks good. I don't know about the purple detail on the inside of the cape, but again, that's their interpretation of Batman. So it is what it is. I do like the gray note on top of his head and whatever else trying to match up with the suit. Again, I don't understand the purple behind this, but whatever. Right? Cool, fine. But stand him up, right? And that's what you get. Which that's not bad, right? But that's not going to stand well on the on a shelf, right? Before we get to the other ones, we might as well break tradition. We're gonna get a figure height now, while I have him decently lined up, and he stands in at about 5 inches. So not bad height. So they're not. It's not bad. It's disappointing. Like, I feel like if I blow on him, he's gonna fall. Watch. Okay, maybe he didn't fall to a good gust. All right, Shadow. Main reason I got this, because Shadow. But look, I moved 2 centimeters and he falls. The legs are they're so flimsy. There's nothing to support the weight. Like, there's literally nothing to support the weight. And this head is heavy AF. I think this head weighs more than the rest of this whole body combined, which it's insane. So he's very, very top heavy. Very top heavy. So you can cheat with him. You know, like right now he's leaning on his cape. So you can cheat with him, right? But when it comes to the franchise player, Sonic the Hedgehog, there's nowhere you can hide. You can't hide, you know, bad craftsmanship with this. And again, he looks good. You know, the details of lighting around the ears and the flash aesthetics with the green eyes and stuff, because you know Sonic's eyes are green. It looks good. Again, aesthetically, it looks good, right? But as soon as you stand him up, like literally, like his knees won't even stay up, so you can pose him or keep him upright. You know, because the heads are so heavy. Heavy is the head that wears the crown and all that other jazz, and you get him in something like that. You know, so you're not gonna really be able to action pose him or whatever else. But again, he looks good. The emblem is etched on, so the flash emblem is nice. On the back, we look under all the spikes and everything else, and yeah, it looks good. Again, this is something that is very pretty, very, very, you know what I'm saying, aesthetically pleasing to look at. But like, he just looks like he's in awe and in shock of what he's experienced. Okay. The character I care about the least in this is Silver. But they have Silver as the Green Lantern. For those who knows that Sonic 06 is a pain in the you know what because of this character. So, knowers know. The detail on the ring is nice. You know, the Lantern Core symbol on his chest looks really good. The black and the green aesthetic for Silver, this was a really good call. I know that they have like Knuckles as Superman and Amy is Wonder Woman and everything else. I think this one next to Shadow might be the best representation from this DC crossover. And yeah, it looks good. It does. However, once again, it's standing. It is the standing issue. Now, check this out. Y'all notice anything different? That's because his body is turned. I have his body turned so that he will stand. Okay. But if we straighten his body out the way it's supposed to be, nope, nothing. Like literally. And then you can't put him in the pose that he was on in the package because, you know, as soon as any kind of equilibrium that you do that does not counterbalance the weight of the head, it's cooked. So that's literally the best you're gonna get out of this. And it's kind of sad, man. I can't lie. Like it's sad for the Sonic heroes. But let's talk about Darkseid. Now, Darkseid, that right there, boy, that's a figure right there, boy. That is definitely a Darkseid figure. As we look him up and down, yeah. How come Jax couldn't make the rest of the characters like this? This is weighted. This has some weight to it. I can put him down and him stand like a man, you know, or woman, you know, and he stands, no issue. As we look at Darkseid, we can see his head turns that way. There's no up or down movement on this, and rightfully so because of the collar and everything else. The details on the paint, the Omega symbol looks really good around his chest. The arms, they're double jointed and whatever else. Again, it's a good looking Darkseid. He gets a waist turn. There's that, and then there is no ab crunch. Don't expect one. You know, the skirt is really nice. Darkseid can do the splits that far. He does have a thigh cut, which that's really cool, and he has a boot cut as well, along with articulated ankles. So again, this is all from the same company, unless they outsource things like here. Just throw this in with our Sonic packaging. The back of it looks really good. The lines are nice on Darkseid and Everything else, the skirt hides the dark side booty and everything else. And yeah, like it's solid. He's good. So how come the rest of this pack couldn't end up like Darkseid? Literally, it's crazy to know that you have Shadow, who should be Bamf in here. You know, especially representing Darkseid, representing Batman, because Darkseid literally told Batman the only one out of Justice League he respects because he knows he'll do whatever it takes. So if you just had these two packaging, these two alone, you know what I mean? Like, it's good. It is. Now, here's the kick in the dick. This pack retails for $59.99. I got mine for $35. Again, 25% off at Target and a $5 Target Circle coupon. If this were retailing for $40, I could absolutely say, hey, pick this up. Oh, sorry, Darkseid, we didn't get a height on you, bro. Darkseid measures in at about 7 inches. So, Darkseid 7 inches tall. Again, it sucks because it's disappointing. Again, I've never bought a Jax figure at all. Only time I've ever seen Jack's name was like back in the day with old WWE stuff, and I didn't buy any of that stuff. But Darkseid looks really good. Matter of fact, here, man, look, Shadow, you're great, bro. I think you're awesome. I gotta put you to the side. This has now become a Darkseid review. So, what do we do with Darkseid? The only thing we can do is put him next to that bum, Kal-El. Had to go find that bum. And there we go. There is Superman from the Superman versus Superman R3 figure. And now, next to that, doesn't look bad at all. Like, he looks good. This is now a Darkseid review for anybody who was wondering. Yeah, and it scales nice as well too. You know what I mean? For the lows, like it scales really good. Okay, hold that thought. I said it scales really good. Let's take off Cal and let's put on Swamp Thing. Do you scale with Swampy? No. No, you don't. You do not scale with Swamp Thing. No scale with Swamp Thing, but the 7-inch McFarlane, you do scale with. So, it's an ebb and flow thing. Overall, this was not worth $60. If you can get this at $40, absolutely pick it up. Yeah, look, even they don't think you're worth $60. Yeah, these are the only two that matter anyway. Yeah, not worth $60. Darkseid is not being released by itself. You can only get it in this pack. So if you are a huge Darkseid fan, like my dude, it's me, Evan, who purchased this, then yeah, your Darkseid fan, pick it up. Otherwise, maybe wait until Black Friday. Maybe there'll still be some around to pick up. Maybe get your Target Circle on, and hopefully maybe they've got another 25% off or $15 off of 40 or something like that. It sucks that they won't separate this because it's actually a really good Darkseid figure. Legitimately a really good Darkseid figure. And Shadow's cool, but you don't get a 5-inch Shadow, and they're separate things. They have Batman that's 5-inch, and then Shadow's a little bit smaller. So those decisions that you have to make. If you're a Sonic fan, I'm sure you'll be in love with this. If you're a collector, grab it and know that you can never open this and take this out of the packaging, because the packaging is not collector friendly. Right now it is trashed on my floor. So that's something you want to also keep in mind for yourself. But what do you guys think? Yo, should I donate this? Did you pick it up? Are you happy with it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Mike of All Trades. This is FiguresMOAT. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're not. And I'll catch you on the next one. Deuces. Ooses. This is how I know DC's like just trying to make anything work now, because literally nobody asked for this, especially for Darkseid to be separate like that. They could have sold Darkseid for 30.